When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry. Weep, 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 weep. So your chimneys I sweep, and in soot I sleep. There is little Tom de Caux, who cried when his head that was curled like a lamb's back was shaved. So I said, Hush, Tom, never mind it. For when your head's bare, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. And so he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was a-sleeping, he had such a sight, that thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack, were all of them locked up in their coffins of black. And by came an angel, who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing they run, and wash in a river, and shine in the sun. Then naked and white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon the clouds, and sport in the wind. And the angel told Tom, if he had been a good boy, he'd have God for his father, and never want joy. And so Tom awoke, and we rose in the dark, and got with our bags and our brushes to work. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm, so if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. The poem was published in 1789 and follows a boy who was sold by his dad to work a hard life as a chimney sweeper. There he met a kid named Tom de Caux who had a dream of an angel freeing kids' souls and letting them frolic around. The angel also told Tom if he was good, God would be his father. The dream made Tom happy and hopeful despite the terrible conditions. William Blake was born in the Soho district of London in 1757, where he was taught by his mom and got heavy influence from the Bible and Christian religion. At an early age, he went to Henry Parr's drawing school and later on went to the Royal Academy of Art School of Design, where he became an engraver, painter, and began to publish his works of poetry. He married Catherine Sophia Bocher, whom supported him, and together moved to Felham. He died in London in 1827. Throughout his life, he had visions of angels, souls, and spirit and other things that were in the Bible. This closely relates to the poem, as the boy Tom de Caux also had visions of angels and souls. The message the author is trying to convey is that loss of innocence is a product of hardship and heavy labor. I believe this is the theme because of the links between white and innocence and the link between black and evil or hardship. They also use angels a lot, which represent purity, who come down to free kids' souls from their black coffins. The use of repetition in the quote, "My father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, weep, 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 weep," conveys that the child lost his innocence at a very young age. His dad sent him into hardship and labor before he even got a chance to experience being a child and having a childhood. Another literary device that was used is a simile in the quote, "There is little Tom de Caux, who cried when his head that was curled like a lamb's back was shaved." William Blake wrote like a lamb's back because a lamb is pure and innocent. The requirement of the job forced him to shave his head and removing his purity and innocence. Later on, the kid tells Tom that when your head's bare, the soot cannot spoil your white hair, which essentially means that Tom's innocence cannot be spoiled because it is already gone. Angels and God is a main topic in the poem, as it is an allusion to the Christian religion. Angels represent purity and innocence, as well as the giving of it too. The angel goes on to help free kids' souls that are locked up in coffins of black, which the coffins represent child being locked up in hardship, as they also experience the heavy labor that the kid and Tom have. The angel comes to free the kids and unlock them, setting them free where they got to enjoy running around in a green plain and have fun. The angel gave them their innocence and purity back, setting them free and letting them enjoy their childhood, something that the labor of the chimney sweeper took away from the child and Tom. The tone starts with a sad and depressing one. Blake did this to emphasize the loss of purity from experiencing heavy labor and hardship. The tone makes you empathize for the kids as they're going through a hard and sad time. Although the tone switches to a more happy tone and hopeful one from the stanza, "And by came an angel who had a bright key." The tone is joyful in this part because it writes about kids having fun and playing around. The author did this to show hopefulness when the angel came, and it shows that it is possible to regain your purity once hardship has removed it.